Welcome back to Apex Alchemy. I'm going to cut this truck off. Sorry about that. I should have done that before I started the video. I could have started over. That wouldn't be very Billy of me. Just want to touch on a couple of things. I made a Facebook post the other day. Some of you have seen it. I've seen that. I've been getting a lot of messages in about the Raptora. Thank you very much for all the support and the love and the interest, whether you buy one or not. Man, the fact that you're asking about it, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me and Courtney. So just want to touch base and kind of fill you in on that and let you know why I'm not doing pre-orders. As you've all have probably heard, and if you haven't, the Survive knives, I think they're behind 3,700 knives. I don't know. I've never heard of the brand before the drama. I just didn't know who they were. I didn't know they existed. As far as I understand, they put out an exceptional, meticulously crafted product. But as far as I understand, they don't put out much product, and I'm not shit talking anybody because I haven't put out a single product yet. What I'm saying is they were a company that did pre-orders, and I don't know how that's going to play out now that they've decided to file bankruptcy and move on and liquidate all their machinery, and God knows what all is going on. And I don't want to take one person's source of information and start making assumptions. As far as I know, guy may have some sort of other plan that doesn't include other people that are involved in talking, and he might be able to set this thing in a different direction. That's none of my business. My heart goes out to you if you pre-ordered a knife from him and you lost your money. That was a lot of money. That was a lot of knives. If it works out that way, I'm sorry that worked out that way for you. But that is one of the main reasons why I don't even entertain the idea of doing pre-orders. I've been offered a deposit for a lot of, for some amygdalas. I've been offered a deposit for some of the Raptoras that we got coming out. They will be called the Raptora instead of the Hawk Tua. I was kind of joking around about the Hawk Tua thing. So it will be the knife that I had in the Hawk Tua video, but it will be called the Raptora. That's what it's going to be called. The knives will be sterile. I guess I'm hoping, if everything goes right, that they will be dropped late July, early August. They will be sterile, and what I mean by that is they won't have any maker's marks on them. I've talked to some individuals about laser etching, and I'm thinking, man, I just really like the look of a sterile blade, and I may need to consider a maker's mark, but I haven't made up my mind about what I want yet. So I'm thinking we'll just do like an identification card that'll come along inside the package that you can keep along with the knife or whatever to have all the details. So the individual that's going to be doing some of the third-party work, which would be water jetting, which is what I initially called him for. He complimented my design. I sent him a picture. He's like, I like that, dude. He said, you got a hollow grind on there? And I said, no, I don't have any means of doing a hollow grind right now unless I want to do it with an 8-inch wheel. He said, no, you're gonna need he said, it's too short of a blade. He said, you probably do it with 8-inch wheel, but it's gonna be ultra thin. I was like, yeah, no, I'd rather do it with a 14, 26-inch. I really don't even know, man. I'm just pulling numbers out of my ass. I know the bigger the wheel, the shallower the grind. This is a very thin blade stock. 0.13 is what we went with, so it is thicker than the original. He said, I can do a hollow grind for you on these knives. You want me to? Man, just show me where you want the grind lines. And I said, you grind bevels? And he was like, yeah, I can grind some bevels, man. Ain't no big deal. They said, I'll grind bevels till you get your wheel and you figure out how to do it. How about that? I was like, I appreciate it. And he told me what that cost, and that's fine. We reached an agreement with that. Since he's doing that, he's gonna go ahead and heat treat them as well. He's got an oven, and heat treat comes before the bevels. So he's gonna water jet them, heat treat them, grind the hollow grind bevels. I'm gonna finish the blades, put the edges on them, do the handles, make the sheath, and hopefully, if all goes well, they'll drop at the end of July or somewhere around the beginning of August. And I'm excited about it. I realized that 20 might not have been enough. I know I've had a lot of people contact me, and you guys probably know, a lot of you know that I got a really bad memory, so use this video as a way of letting me know that you're interested in a knife. It doesn't mean, just because you're interested in a model, it doesn't mean that I expect you to buy one when they drop. It's just I'll have your name. I can contact you and let you know that they're available when they're available, and I can show you the knife. If you like it, you can decide whether you want to buy it or not, or you can decide to pass and wait for a future batch. Won't hurt my feelings either way. But that's kind of where we stand on that, So I do apologize about the pre-order thing. I do understand that there's a benefit to pre-ordering a knife. It kind of secures your spot. You just throw some money away, forget about it, and when the time comes, you get a knife, and you don't have to worry about getting in line, and fighting folks and stuff like that. With my company, you probably don't have to worry about that too much. You'll probably be able to get one if you want one. I'm assuming. These will not be the last 20. I know that. I think I've a better number to represent the actual amount of interest that we have divided by 2 is probably closer to 40. So I've probably had 80 people contact me about the Raptora, and like I said, I very, very, very much appreciate it. And what I mean by divided by 2 is I wouldn't expect everybody that's interested in it to buy it, but if half of them do, and if not, if a quarter of them do, then that leaves me some left over for the Nashville Custom Knife Show. If I get a table there, me and Hornbeak talking about splitting a table, then I just have some left over for that, right? No biggie. But I might not have got enough for the first batch. It's okay. Not the end of the road, not the end of the world. That's where we're at on those Raptoras. If you lost money with Survive, I do very much. My heart goes out to you. I don't know exactly all the details. None of my business at all. I'm just sitting now hearing about it. Like Kyle Coonley called me yesterday and was talking to me about it a little bit, and asked Scab about it last night, and he sent me some links to some videos. It's sad. It's sad when this type of things happen. I almost pre-ordered a knife one time. I was real close. I had to talk Courtney into allowing me to send a $1,200 deposit for a knife. And she agreed. She was like, if you want it that bad, go ahead and get it. And so I sent the guy a message asking him how he wanted me to send him money, and he didn't respond back. The next day I found out that he had passed away in a brutal situation, car crash, pulled a gun on the cops, type thing. And I made up my mind that day I don't buy pre-order knives. For one, I wouldn't even know how that works. If I don't buy pre-order knives as a principle because I don't know what's going to happen with another maker, I can't sell them as pre-order either, because anything can happen to me at any time. That's just the way life works. So when the knives are complete, we can talk about it. But if I know people have an interest, I can go ahead and jot your name down, and I can put you on a list of people that I can let know, hey man, they're gonna be for sale next week, and I can give you a heads up. And then when we post them online for sale, then you'll have early bird information if you want it. So let me know one way or the other, whether you comment on this video or send me a message. But Jesus, remind me, even if we've already spoken, don't assume I'll remember. Just remind me again, please. It was easy to keep up with for a second, and now it's getting a little harder to because I've had so many conversations in such a short amount of time that I don't remember everybody. Some of you I know for a fact because we've talked in great length, on several different occasions, and I'm used to talking to you. Some of you, this is the first conversation we've ever had, and I don't know anything about you. It doesn't mean anything. I've got a very small channel, and I'm not very I'm not humongous in the knife community. So, sorry, ambulance coming by. But anyway, just let me know again, please, if you have any solid interest, and that doesn't mean that you're signing up to buy it. This means you're signing up to be interested in seeing it or being notified of the sale date and the drop date. That's all I got. That's all I got, man. I don't know what the hell's going on out here. We're in Alabama, where a single stack of pancakes is one pancake. It was a good pancake, but a single stack of pancakes in Alabama is one pancake. Shane Gables, what the fuck's that about?